My brother just told me that I sound like a life class or Oprah life class when I talk to you guys. But you know what? I have to get really comfortable with the exercise of just like talking because I'm really, really casual and I don't want to come across as like an Oprah life class because I think that's really corny. Part of why I decided to do this, my stupid ass dog. Part of why I decided to do this is because people always tell me about how much they value my advice and how comfortable I make them feel. So I just want to be like really, really natural in how I do that. So if for the first couple of videos I sound like an Oprah life class, I really, really do apologize. I'm sure I'll get better at this. But anyway, so many of you have been wondering who Kat is. Here I am. It's me. You probably guessed, a lot of you guessed already, right? Like, y'all not stupid. Y'all know who I was, right? Okay, great. So now that we got that out of the way, I'll tell you a little bit about Pat My Cat. So Pat My Cat, I created Pat My Cat. I imagined Pat My Cat in my head about 3 years ago when I was walking to work. Actually, it wasn't when I was walking to work. A really close friend of mine, Suni, asked me a life-changing question about what was my life purpose. And to be quite honest, up until that point, it wasn't something that I really like thought about. But it took me back a little bit and made me think about like what is my life purpose? Like, what the fuck am I here for? And I thought about that for days and days and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. So, you know, when you ask, you get the answers. And then Pat My Cat came to mind. Pat My Cat came to mind because at that point in my life, I felt really good about myself. I spent a lot of time growing up not feeling good about myself. You know, problems at home with my mother, problems with kids, self-esteem issues, you know, some common and uncommon things that kids like go through growing up. But they just didn't make me feel really good about myself. And I was at a point in my life where I was feeling damn fucking good about myself. And I was finally hashing out the last little bit of difficulty in my relationship with my mother that forced me to really look at her and spend some time understanding her rather than being angry with her. And during those many, many conversations, and some difficult, some fun, some you know, like some funny, some not so funny, I realized that my mom was like a really, really hurt woman, a really hurt, you know, a little girl inside of a really grown up body who was in a lot of pain. And as I listened to her stories and listened to, you know, some of what she had gone through and thought about my experiences and how great my experiences had been and how many great relationships I had with other women, I decided that I was going to travel back in time and save my mother through Pat My Cat. Just building women who are comfortable with themselves, who can live in harmony with their entire feminine self, right? So the beauty of being a woman, the magic of our intuition and our connection to each other and to our environments, and the joy and the fucking pleasure of like sex and being able to fuck and enjoy it and say we want to fuck and just like let that be that. Like, so that's why Pat My Cat is really, really important to me and why I decided to do it. And as, yeah, like what the fuck else is there? It's just, I just want women to feel as good as I feel. Like, I really, really love myself. There's no better feeling than being in love with yourself as much as I am in love with myself. Bye.